Hey everybody, hope you're well. Louis here. I'm here to take you through a full scan of the Bybit perp list. And we're going to be addressing these questions of this market rally. What is it? Are we going to new all-time highs like every single social media post and press statement says? Or are we still in this bull market? What do we need to see in the chart for us to know that we are really clear of this bear market and we're going to head higher? So we're going to address those questions as well and have a particular emphasis on the lower time frames. That's what I'm looking for in the session this afternoon. Now, I hope you all use your stops and trailed your stops on those shorts that I picked out a week ago, because they turned into very profitable trades and you would have got stopped out for quite a healthy profit. Okay, let's have a look, guys, and see what we can see. Starting with Bitcoin. I'm just going to enlarge this on the daily right to the fore. Okay, so we've had this solid rally, right? And everyone, for a variety of reasons. And the only reason I can tell you why we've had this rally is this: we had a lot of selling, and the market has found a level where the buying will resume. Now, the question I'm asking for myself is this: will this buying continue, or is this just a bounce, and then we'll see continued selling from this? So how am I going to interpret that on Bitcoin? And Bitcoin is the main leader. Now, go to the 2-day here, go to the weekly. Oh, this weekly chart, it's a beautiful downtrending chart. You've got to remember, when we're trading these markets, you have to be patient. These moves, especially on the daily and weekly timeframes, obviously take a lot of time to develop. Now, we're looking here on the weekly for Bitcoin. So we have that beautiful monthly pullback that Craig identified in his scan. So that looks really good, and the MACD doesn't look too bad either. Now, go to the daily. Or go to the weekly, and we have this beautiful weekly downtrend here. So we don't have confluence over all the time frames yet, although, it's not looking too bad. Now, for me to really be convinced that we've cleared this and we're in bull market territory, and we're not far away from it. The next major level is this level here at 45,823. So I want to see price clear that level. And then I'd really want to see 53 get taken out. So there's a few more levels to... the chart needs to put in a bit more work for me to become a really strong... We're getting there. But yeah, it's great to see a bounce in the market. That's just my intraday view of the market. Now, for us to resume a bearish trend, well, we've set a high low here. So just looking at trend, and when we get a pullback, which will inevitably come, it comes every single time. When a pullback does happen, I'll be looking to where that pullback happens on the daily, what levels that pullback happens to, and more importantly, will the pullback continue on? So there's still a lot to put in to safely say we're heading into a bull market. You can't say that yet. We need another pullback, which comes every single time. I could bet you my whole account on that. The pullback will come, and we just need to see where that pullback lands, if it's bought, and if that creates another higher low. So today's scan is an emphasis on that. If we see that pullback and we don't have that momentum, and it doesn't get bought as much, or it pulls back really deep and then sets a lower high or something, we'll have to reassess our look at the market. All right. So Bitcoin here on the 4. We do have this really nice 4-hour trend, don't we? I'm just going to sync my drawings. They should already be synced. There we go. Got this nice 4-hour trend, but there's nothing really there for me on Bitcoin. Like for Bitcoin to pull back into the cradle zone, it's a way off. And yeah, there's nothing there for me. Now onto Ethereum. Ethereum is a very similar chart to Bitcoin. We have this major level that we hit. We took out this level through here, which is great to see, with very little resistance. Like we smashed through that level with a lot of ease. But again, I'm wanting to see where this price pulls back to. Where does it pull back to? Is this just a dead cat, what people call a dead cat bounce? Is this just a rally and we'll see continued downside? Or is this a sustained move to the upside? Those are the questions I'm asking myself. Now with Ethereum, we have this nice weekly downtrend, I guess. But we really need to see how this weekly candle closes on both Bitcoin and Ethereum to work out if we're going to see a downtrend or if we're going to see this trend continue to the upside. Now, the monthly on Ethereum is a beautiful chart, really beautiful pullback into the monthly cradle zone there with a convergent MACD. I know you can't see that on the Bybit contract here, but it is there. So yeah, there's a few things happening, that is for sure. Now there are some fabulous trends here. Oh, look at like this nice high-low set here on the 8. We have this level coming through here on the 4. So I'd be really open to a trade here on the 4-hour maybe. Yeah, if we got a pull back in here on the 4 into that level, oh yes sir, I want to be stalking that. And if that closes at 3, or sorry, if that new candle opens at 3 and these moving averages catch up and there is a bullish candle there, I do want to know about that. So I'm going to pop that in to, let's use, what's in the pink list? There we go. We'll use the pink list. Okay, the pink pound. All right. So I'd urge you all, everyone that is tuning in here today, to disregard the noise. Don't listen to what's being said on social media or the news because it's old news. Listen to what's in front of you in the chart. Now, BTCUSDT, nice bouncer, and we have this nice cradle on the 4. So I'm going to pop that in as well because actually I'll leave that out because there are better daily trends. I want to be trading with the daily trend if I am going to go long here. So we do have somewhat of a daily trend here on Sol. We have a high low here. The trend here on the 4 is just getting very messy and sticky. Very messy and sticky. If you guys haven't already, open an account on Bybit and deposit some funds in there. The incentive to do it is huge, and also it's a good exchange. And Bybit is who is supporting us doing these YouTube scans by all of us full-time traders. And don't forget to like and subscribe so we can continue doing this wonderful work for you guys. All right, so again, Sol USDT, we don't have that nice bouncing ball on the 4, so I'm gonna let that go. Wow, XRP has just ripped higher, hasn't it? Wow, whoopee. I wonder if that was off an announcement to do with their SEC filing or something, but look at that, 25% in a day. If you were an XRP holder off one of these levels on the lows, you would be a very happy chappy. Now, these are the kind of moves we see after big sell-offs. Like, that's why it's so profitable to buy in weakness, especially in crypto, because we see these huge bounces to the upside. It's very common. Been here before. Let's go have a look at the 4. There's nothing there. I'm not really interested on these lower time frames. Not yet. If you are interested on those lower time frames, I would say wait for a trend on the 4, and then look to trade those lowers. But I'm just not I'm not motivated to risk my money on those yet going along. I really want to I'm waiting patiently like I have done 1 million times before waiting for this market to pull back eventually, which it will. If it's not tomorrow, if it's not the day after, it might be in a week, and I'm going to wait for that pullback, and I want to see what the market does there. I've been in this situation too many times to count, and it's why I'm full-time trading, is because I'm patient. I don't just buy or sell instantaneously. I wait for the market to tell me what she's doing. And what she's telling me now is that, yes, I'm exploding to the upside. A lot of buying coming in, but I'm not out of the woods yet. Be patient. She's telling me to be patient before I raise an order to the upside. Wait for the next higher low, and that's what I'm going to be doing. It's technically a higher low there on ADA. Really nice 4-hour trend starting to step out there on ADAPERP. So on ADAUSDT, sorry. So I'm going to pop that in as well. One to stalk. Because if we do get a pullback on these fours, guys, like I'm motivated to trade, and I'm certainly motivated to look for a trade. Yeah. I'm always motivated to trade, but I'm not always motivated to raise an order. That's another reason why I'm profitable, because I wait. I don't just trade anything and everything I see. Now, let's have a look at the 4. So we have this cyclicity coming up. Might just leave that, guys. It's just getting very sticky up there. Okay, next. Litecoin USDT. I'm waiting for these 4-hour trends to pull back. I really want to see them pull back. We do have the 2-hour trends in play, but I know if I'm going to pick really good 4-hour trends, look at that nice flat level forming there on Litecoin. For all our paying members, you know what to do with that. Yeah. Really, if we have a good 4-hour trend, Shiba is too erratic. We just have big candles to the upside. There is a high low there, but it's too erratic. Now on to .USDT. Again, a 4-hour trend that's getting very sticky. Okay, Link. Let's have a look here. If you guys have any questions, just put it in the chat bar. Let's identify some levels here. One level here at $19. So that is 1 test, 2 tests, 3 tests. So 3 tests, at least 2 tests is a sign of resistance. Although we have broken it here on the 2, I still don't want to trade into that level. I want to be trading price bouncing off that level. If we pushed up higher, came to retest, yes, 100%. I remember someone in here was saying the other week, like, all you guys do just stalk the market and not actually raise orders and trade. Well, that's not actually true. We stalk the market a lot. Like, that's what we do the majority of the time, and raising orders is a very small part. And we are looking to just take 2 or 3 trades a month, which turn us to be profitable for that month. So the less trades we take, very sticky here on sand, the less trades we take, the better. I'm so keen to see where this market is heading when we get a nice daily pullback. Who knows, maybe the daily pullback will happen at 100,000, like a lot of people are saying. I sincerely doubt it, but it will come. Just got to be patient. That 4-hour trend on AVAX is so nice. If we see that pull higher and push higher and pull back for you Northern Hemisphere traders, that could be a fabulous trade at 3 a.m. this morning. Mana. Oh, nice significant level there on Mana. USDT. Do have price pulling into it here on the 4. So it's just getting, it's getting a bit sticky. That's what I mean by sticky. It's not free flowing. It's not trending and free flowing beautifully. So I don't really want to trade that. It is pulling into a level very nicely. I need to see the price kick on or for these moving averages to catch up on the 8 and for price to pull back into that level. I'll put it in because if that does set up on the 8, I would want to know about it. But that's realistically a trade for tomorrow morning or for the Northern Hemisphere traders. Chiliz. Let's have a look here. Beautiful flat level forming there on Chiliz, eh? Oh, it's been broken a few times here, unfortunately. Just some major resistance we're working up into. Now that on the 2 hour, my friends, would make up for a great breakout. And if you're in our community, you know what our breakout strategy is. But there are a few tests there. I'm going to put that in for those of you in the community that are watching today. Okay. Next. LRC. So something else I'm observing about this market, I'm trying to see what the market's telling me. What is she telling me is one whole entity? LRC, boom, right in the cradle zone. High or low, happy days. I'm trying to see if the market's disconnected over time frames. Is the market moving as one? Sorry guys, I just need a sip of some water. Is the market moving as one? And if the market is moving as one, we know that when the market moves as one, the trading conditions are fabulous. And our probability of hitting our one-to-one targets and making profitable trades is a lot higher, opposed to when the market is disconnected, like when some of the market's up and some of the market's down. And so far, it's looking that the market is moving as one. So that's a very positive sign. Matic off to the races, eh? Oh, I think there was some announcement to do with Matic. 21%, incredible. Let's have a look at the 2. Let's have a look at the 1, the 30. Yeah, nothing there for us. Getting sticky up there. Okay, Algo. No, nothing there for us. Oh, Haba. I've had a few. Haba's been in the list a few times, hasn't it? Really has. So see if there's a level through here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's a pretty rough looking level. I was trying to get that on the day. Yeah, we can't say it's bouncing off that level. There is a candle in the cradle there. And Ninja, Meta. We'll get to Meta, mate, and we'll have a look. Are you talking about Meta as in the crypto? Type in the exact crypto in the stream chat, and I can bring it up and have a look for you. There is a nice cradle there, nice candle in the cradle zone there on Haba. Let's pop that in actually. Doesn't look too shady, and we can trim this list down at the end. Facebook. As in, do you mean the price of their stock? Is that what you're saying? How it's corrected by 25%? XTZ. Look at this. Cleared a pretty significant level here in XTZ. Wow, it's really nice, guys, to see the market moving as one. It's really good. Makes for good markets to trade, that's for sure. Look at the 4 here. If we see a pullback into that level, I 100% would be considering raising an order off that level. A small bullish candle off that level. AXS, no. Mate, I would suggest, right, whether it's overcorrected, whether it's undercorrected, who knows? I would suggest looking at Meta on the monthly time frame and looking at how it's pulled into the cradle zone. And is that a monthly pullback? Is it not? Does it look like a monthly pullback? Is it or does it look like a monthly downtrend? Does it look like a weekly pullback or a weekly downtrend? I would be looking at that because you might be surprised and see that it is in a monthly pullback. Okay, I'll have a quick look for you at the end, mate. Okay, TRXUSDT. Beautiful trend here on Tron, waiting for a pullback, guys. Like, that's totally fine with me. IOTX. Beautiful, strong trend there on the 4. Again, waiting for a pullback. Yeah, I'm not going to put that in the list, guys, because I really want to wait for it to pull back. No, Ninja, all good. You're not derailing my video, mate. Look, all I can tell you is this. Fundamental or not fundamental, the way I position my portfolio and the way I take long-term trades is by looking at the monthly cradle zone. And I imagine if I was looking at the chart and there was no news source at all connected into my brain, and all I could see was the price in front of me, how would I trade that chart? That's how I think. And that's how I've been trained to think, and it's boded me very well. So I would suggest thinking like that. Don't worry about the fundamentals and everything like that. Like, just look at the chart first and see where price is pulled into, and imagine if you haven't heard any of that news. Okay, Ethereum Classic USDT. A good level there, guys. It's holding, but not really for us. Bitcoin Cash really going up there on the 4, again waiting for a pullback. I'm really keen to wait and see when this market pulls back, what happens, and what gets bought or what gets sold. I'm like a quant ninja. Yeah, mate, look, the only reason I say that is if we look at Bitcoin, I'll just have a look at this for Ninja quickly on the monthly. If we look at Bitcoin here on the monthly, I'll just change that contract to... So if you look at here on the monthly, mate, if I didn't listen to any news at all and I just looked at price, pull back into the cradle zone, have that high broken, boom, it was a monthly pullback. That's what it looks like. It's set. Well, you can't say if that's setting up here or not yet because this monthly candle hasn't closed, but that's what I mean by that. Price pulling in, boom, pulling out, using the cradle zone, using the cradle strategy, and betting on that. That's what I mean by that. Okay, Luna. Let's go, Luna. Okay. Let's have a look at the 1, have a look at the 2, the 30. No. Again, waiting for a pullback, guys. Oh, there'll be some great trading conditions. Like how we waited for price to rally into the cradle zone to the short side the other week, we're just going to wait for price to rally back into the cradle zone to take some long trades this time. This is like best thing about trading long and short. Oh, too bad. That's already triggered. That was a nice trade there. That candle is a bit too big there on ONEUSDT, unfortunately. Okay. Look, I'll put 1 in case those moving averages catch up and that candle stays smaller. Sushi, nothing for us. Uni, no. XLM just off to the races. Look at that. Wow. There are some pretty solid jumps here, guys. 48% from the lows. Had a 10% day yesterday plus a... Yeah, wow. Pretty solid, isn't it? Sell into strength, buy into weakness. Who knows how much more this market has to run. I'm certainly in no rush to buy anything. I'm certainly in no rush to sell anything. I'm never in a rush to trade. That is for sure. EOS, waiting for a pullback. Comp, waiting for a pullback. XEM, waiting for a pullback waiting for a pullback again. Like I said, guys, like once these trade setup, we're going to have a huge amount of options, like when we were trading short, we had a huge amount of options when we waited for the price to pull back. Now we're trading long, we wait for the price to pull back, and we'll have a huge amount of options. Yeah, mate, I hope we're getting started as well, Ninja. That'd be great. Wow, file off to the races. All I know is sell into strength, buy into weakness. Oh, it is so, yeah, everything's easy to trade. Well, coins with fundamentals are easy to trade in the long term. Whoa. Hello, FTT. Let's have a look here. This could be a good trade. There is a daily level running through there. We can even do something like that. Let's have a look at the 4. 2, the 4. Oh, and we have a beautiful pullback into that daily level. Is the MACD convergent? So we're going to go from this high to this high. Yes, it is. Boom. How's that, guys? That is going to the top of the list. That is a trade we can take when that candle closes at 3. Yeah, when that candle closes at 3. Let's chuck some fibs in there. For those of you who don't know how to use fibs, if you're in our community, we teach you how to use them professionally, as we do as full-time traders. We can go from that low to here. Not really any double fib action heading there, but that is one for the books, guys. That is going to the top of the list. I'm even going to put it at the top of the list because it looks so damn good. Bybit. Okay. All right, Bobby. Good, mate. How are you? Good to see you back. Yeah, mate, the market's certainly run, that's for sure. Grant, just to answer your question, what happened to FTX? Grant, we are, if you're a member in our community, we are still using them, and I think there may be some more presentations with FTX in the future. But right now, this video is sponsored by Bybit, and they're a great exchange. And if you haven't put money on, if you haven't opened an account with them and put money into your accounts over there, do it. They're a good place. Good place to trade. Good place, and they're a good exchange. Have some really good mining, dual asset mining options, which I've actually used. Nothing there for us on Engine. Gala. One of the metaverse coins, eh? Yeah, something weird. Nothing's as good as that FTT chart so far. Okay. Crow. Again, we get a pullback here on Crow. I want to know about it on the 2, 100%. That's a beautiful trend. And we have a nice uptrend on the daily as well. Confluence of factors, confluence of indicators. Want to see all that stringing together beautifully. Theta. Let's have a look. No. Sure. FTT looks better than that. Yeah, that FTT chart is definitely the pick of the bunch, everyone. Bobby, I was in a SNLP and closed it down last night. So dirty on myself. I closed it a bit over 2.1 and it took off. Yeah. Look, that's why I really like, Bobby, like in trading, when markets start trending to the upside or to the downside, I'm really comfortable with just taking my 1-to-1 and then letting that trade run. And if it runs, so be it. If it doesn't, get stopped out, whatever. In those really choppy conditions, sometimes I amend my orders where I do just take a 1-to-1. No worries, Ninj. Take care, mate. Yeah, take care, mate. Always happy to chat. ROSE USDT, beautiful trend here on the 4. REQ, nothing there for us. CRV, let's have a look. 30, 15, 1. A bit of a flat level forming there, but nothing to write home about. BTT, nothing there, looks pretty thin. All right, guys, let's have a look at this list. FTT is the one at the top of the list. The rest of these guys are pullbacks on the 2 hour and the 4. So get all those in your list. FTT, ETH, ADA, LTC, AVAX, MANA, Chiliz, LRC, HABA, XTZ, TRX1, Crow, and Rose. Put those in your watch list for 2 hour and 4 hour trends. Now, FTT is definitely my pick. It looks wonderful here on the 4, pulling into some support. Have a look here on the 8. Oh my god, it looks great on the 8 as well. Sorry, I just get excited about these trades. They you know, pulling into an old level, and yeah, not much else to say there. Really nice trend on the 16, and we have an uptrend here on the daily. So FTT is definitely my pick out of the lot. I hope you're all well, and as always, safe trading and keep that risk wound down. And get after it. I hope you're all well. Talk to you soon, everyone.